Imagine a world so deep, so powerful, and so vivid that stepping into it feels less like reading a story and more like crossing the border into another reality. A world where courage is quiet, where temptation whispers, and where a single choice can echo across generations. The Lord of the Rings is not just a book. It is a legendary universe that reshaped fantasy forever, a cinematic masterpiece of words that continues to captivate millions around the world. What you are about to explore is not a simple tale of heroes and villains. It is a journey into the soul of power, sacrifice, loyalty, and the fragile line between light and darkness. Stay with this video until the end, because this story might change the way you see courage itself. John Ronald Reuel Tolkien was unlike any other writer of his time. He was a professor of languages, a scholar of ancient myths, and a master storyteller who believed that fantasy was not an escape from reality, but a deeper path toward understanding it. Tolkien fought in World War I and witnessed a world breaking apart. From those ashes, he imagined a realm where honor still mattered, where beauty fought decay, and where moral choices defined destiny. He spent decades building Middle-earth, creating its languages, its histories, its cultures, long before the story itself was completed. And when The Lord of the Rings was published, it did not simply succeed. It transformed global literature forever. At its heart, The Lord of the Rings follows an ordinary life suddenly pulled into an extraordinary destiny. A peaceful existence is disturbed by the presence of an object holding unimaginable influence, one that promises power but carries a silent cost. From this moment forward, a journey begins, not just across lands, but through fear, loyalty, temptation, and self-discovery. As the world around the characters grows darker, they are forced to confront questions far greater than physical danger. What is true strength? What is worth protecting? And how much can one's soul carry before breaking? Without revealing the final path or its outcome, this story explores the emotional weight of responsibility and the transformation that occurs when innocence meets necessity. One of the most detailed fictional worlds ever created. Deep philosophical exploration of power and morality. Emotionally driven storytelling that connects generations. Characters that feel human, vulnerable, and timeless. A narrative rhythm that balances silence with grandeur. This is not fast entertainment. This is a literary pilgrimage. The Lord of the Rings has sold over 150 million copies worldwide. It has been translated into dozens of languages and adapted into one of the most acclaimed film trilogies in cinematic history. It has received international literary recognition, multiple awards for fantasy excellence, ranked among the greatest novels ever written by readers and scholars alike. The genius of Tolkien lies not only in world building, but in emotional architecture. He does not glorify power, he warns against it. He does not romanticize conquest, he elevates restraint. The story teaches that true heroism is not found in domination, but in perseverance, in kindness, in moral clarity when the world demands compromise. As the journey deepens, alliances are tested and inner conflicts intensify. The psychological burden of influence begins to reshape personalities, revealing the true price of temptation. Yet, even as darkness grows, moments of loyalty, companionship, and silent hope emerge, reminding us that no soul walks alone in the shadows. And that is all that should be revealed. The rest belongs to the reader. The Lord of the Rings is not just a story you read. It is a world you feel. A journey that stays with you long after the last page. It reminds us that even the smallest heart can carry the weight of history, and that courage often lives in the most unexpected places. If this story moved you, white heavy checkmark, watch until the end, white heavy checkmark, comment your thoughts, white heavy checkmark, like, and subscribe. Your journey through great books begins. Your journey through the world's greatest books has only just begun.